Let's get it.
I hate this place. It smells of mold. That foul odor is bound to cling to my dress. Ugh, that would be the pits.
Are you really more worried about clothes than the monsters?
Have you ever tried to get rid of a bad smell? It's a terrible pain.
That's enough chatter. There's work to be done.
Okay.
Never thought when we took it on that the job would be like this.
Who are you?
You may call me C.
My name's Nadia.
I'm Swin. What about you?
My name is Lapis. Lapis Rosenberg. Great. Now we get to add human traffickers to our bio.
No, we don't. I hope. Her last name is the same as the client, so there's got to be something more to it.
Your client is your Rosenberg, I presume? His skill and renown in doll-making know no equal. If this is his doing, then this could mean...
He has an illegitimate daughter! That was a joke to lighten the mood. Her wrists give her away.
Joints? Wait, she can't be a doll.
Hard to believe with how lifelike she is, right? At the same time, I don't think I've met anyone with such perfectly symmetrical facial features. And her looks are so beautiful and delicate.
The Meister's work continues to be impeccable. She is, of no doubt, an example of art at its finest.
You have an excellent eye. I am indeed a Rosenberg doll, and quite proud to be one too. It pleases me so to meet people who appreciate my superb craftsmanship. This is so weird.
I've heard of orbal automata that can hold simple conversations, but this doesn't feel like the same thing.
Agreed. She has a clear sense of self, and she's already displayed a wider variety of expressions than I would have thought possible. She is no simple doll.
Not at all. I'm Rosenberg's latest model.
That can't be all, though. Just what are you, Lapis?
I told you, I am a Rosenberg doll.
That part's obvious. But what else is there to you?
I don't understand the question.
There has to be something about you that you haven't explained. Like, you know, classified information. Just what's so special about you? None of this makes sense otherwise. If you're just a doll, then why were those soldiers in black so determined to hunt you down?
I don't...
You can tell us. We just need answers.
As...
What? Ow! Did you fill that thing with rocks? That really hurt!
It's your fault for bombarding her with questions! See? You made a poor little girl cry.
Oh. I'm sorry. I was just trying to... I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault. It's just that I can't remember. How much? All of it. Not a thing from before I woke up here. It's like a big part of my memory bank has been wiped clean.
Is this the first time you've been booted up?
Maybe? But this doesn't feel the same as never having known. It's more like I did know at some point and then forgot. I'm sure there's something I need to do. Something of the utmost importance. But you're drawing a total blank on what it is? That's right. All that I recall is my name and that I'm a Rosenberg doll. Why was I made, though? What is my purpose? I don't know. Whatever shall I do?
Few things cannot be recovered upon being lost.
Huh? Do you know how I can remember?
No. Perhaps there's a way, perhaps there isn't.
Just talking a talk, huh?
Pot calling kettle black.
I don't know why you were made, nor do I know what your purpose is. What I do know is that you were brought to me. That leads me to believe you may well find your answers through me. As for why I am the one to receive you, well, there must be more to it than random chance. It may be that you will prove yourself vital by helping me fulfill my own goals. So I demand you cooperate with me. In return, I will help you learn who you are. I believe this agreement will serve the both of us very well. What do you say?
All right. I think it will too. Then you may officially have the honor of my company.
That's job complete then. Now to figure out what's next.
Oh, I want to go on an extra long vacation.
On whose Mira?
Don't be such a party pooper.
Call me what you want, Nadia. But whining to me isn't going to change that we're flat broke. So let's go find our next job.
Stop.
What for?
We were contracted to deliver the case. What you do now is up to you, not our problem.
And if I were to make it your problem, how would you like to work for me?
What brought this on?
I'm in need of some extra hands for what I hope to accomplish, you see. Since you've proven yourselves rather capable, I would like you under my employ until my work is complete.
Okay, Mask. I'm gonna give it to you straight. You're shadier than a dark room at midnight. We'd have to be out of our minds to take a job from some freak who's got "Don't Trust Me" written all over their face. Pretty sure that's what you got under there anyway. Oh, I can see that. Everything right down to my guts screaming that working for you's gonna be more trouble than it's worth. And I never want to work 1 minute more than I need to, so I'm out!
I'm with her. Sorry about that.
Let's not be hasty now. You will be handsomely rewarded for your services. How do you like this? As a start, of course, you will receive this upon accepting the job, followed by triple the amount upon completion.
I'm in!
Of course we are.
We'd be able to live a life of luxury with that kind of money. We'd never have to work another day in our lives again!
I would also not be opposed to awarding further bonuses based on your performance.
You're a god! Oh, come on, S! We gotta! We'll be kicking ourselves down the line if we don't!
Calm down, Nadia. Actually think about what he's saying. It's all too good to be real.
It's plain to see you are not bracers, but you don't strike me as mercenaries either. Your history must be quite unusual to become so skilled in combat at your age. My offer holds no downsides. If you want to live in peace, you may do so with the Mira I provide. You will never have to accept another dubious job like this ever again.
We've got one condition.
Name it.
We refuse to kill another human being. No exceptions.
Very well. I accept.
Then we have a deal. Well, it's done now. I just have to hope everything works out as planned. I won't let any harm come to Nadia. Ever.
Can't go to Reverie. But yet, I already have access to 3. Cheru. Oh, he speaks is so... The way he talks is pretty proper. He must be rich. Sure, my rulers. Oh. I mean, he's just a Caucasian. Oh, God. Yeah, not for me, buddy. Oh, I'll take this. Yeah. Lolly. Yeah.
My turn.
Ready?
Time to go.
I'll take care of it.
I'm definitely using different saber. Seems proper. Guy must be rich or something. I think whoever C is, he's probably some rich dude or some shit.
I'm tired. Can't we take a break?
I'm right there with you, but we don't know this place well enough to park it just anywhere.
How much longer do we have to be in these gloomy tunnels?
It won't be much longer. Chin up, children. All is in order.
Should be easy street.
Target locked.
On guard.
My turn. The doll sees all. I've seen
Near
through
Roach,
your
and stick
game.
that prefers dark spaces. The sparkling carapace is a result of obsessive daily
It's
self-care.
me. Arcus, activate. I'm here for you. Yeah. I shall. Oh no. My dress is just an awful mess.
These monsters pose little threat to you, it would seem.
I'd be mortified if they did with how weak they are. Lapis busting out that giant axe surprised me more.
It's perfect for me, isn't it? It lets me take out anything I please in a single broad stroke so I don't dirty my dress. I feel that, LP. A simple strat is a good strat. Stay out of my way!
On guard. Now, plain.
Got you! I shall! The doll sees all. I've seen
Keep
through
wrong.
your game.
An underground dwelling froggy at Lil's prey to a deep daily sleep. It then devours over several hours, roasting each
It's
bite.
me! Arcus, activate! Yeah! I shall! Oh no! My... I'll clean this up with grace.
Come on, man.
Julie, on guard. Arcus, activate.
Target locked.
It's me! Arcus, activate!
All you were was weak.
You gonna fight that?
What excellent spirit.
Omegation, freshwater crustacean that grew feral as its home became suddenly polluted. Its bite is resort to HP and EP.
All right. Arcus,
How
activate.
shall we play?
On it. Buffy!
On guard.
How shall we play?
Buffy!
Very well. No!
Too late.
More have come.
On it. Target locked.
Very well.
On guard.
How shall we play? Arcus, activate.
Buffy!
Very well. The Rosenberg dolls simply cannot be beat.
Not much of a surprise. We should get that chest while we're here.
All is in order. That will do just fine.
That monster looks hard. So dial it up a bit.
Let it resound! Dark Requiem! Arcus, activate!
They're down!
You're up! Very well. It's me!
Buffy!
On guard.
It's me! Arcus, activate!
Buffy!
We smashed him and thrashed him!
No, that's redundant.
We should be under the capital now. We'll proceed as I outlined yesterday. If you have questions, speak now.
I'm good.
Me too.
Oh no. I should have come prepared.
No questions then.
Aw, poor Lapis just got dropped like a dummy in a dunce hat. Huh? What's a dunce hat?
All right, just to confirm. Our first objective is to gather intel on any soldiers displaying unusual behavior. That sum it up?
To the letter. How we proceed after that is dependent on our findings.
Can I still ask questions?
I'll be counting on you to ascertain their whereabouts.
Hey, don't just ignore me.
I also need you to be on guard for the other targets previously mentioned.
You got it. I've been curious about them.
Shh, there's something
I said... Don't ignore me!
I can't believe she took out a monster that big in one hit.
Rosenberg sure builds him tough.
We aren't ignoring you. Far from it. We will be depending on you a great deal in combat.
He's right. I'm almost tempted to leave all the fighting to you, LP. Really? Well, you'd be right to do so. There are no limits to what a top-of-the-line Rosenberg is capable of. But, why are you calling me LP? 'Cause your name's Lapis.
Lapis. LP. I understand the root, but why call me it?
It sounds cute.
Oh, carry on then.
That's all you need to be okay with it?
Cute is important. If I were to rate the cuteness of everyone's names, Nadia gets 90 points.
So I'm the golden standard of names, huh?
Swin gets 65 points.
Am I supposed to be happy about that or not?
And C gets a 15. Your name just plain isn't cute.
Hear that, S? Mask here got a 15.
I don't even get what her criteria is.
That mask is also just hideous. I'm of the opinion that you should take it off.
Here. And tell us your real name while you're at it.
I'll consider it, should the need ever arise.
Yay! That's one step forward.
Don't fall for it. That's what they say to placate you so you'll drop the subject. Then they don't gotta do jack.
Guys, the mission?
Yeah, it's just lovely banter. I love this. And you're just...
A simple matter.
Target locked. Keep at it!
You're up!
On guard. Arcus, activate!
The doll sees all.
Murder organ, a soft-bodied monster born with my hands, man. It absorbs all things to his body, growing endlessly.
Me!
Endlessly.
Are you right? Got you!
Asking for it!
My turn!
All right.
On it. They're down!
You're up! It's me! Here I go.
Buffing!
We smashed him and thrashed him.
But of course.
Here's one's aura into a high-level sword technique instead of 3 minus slashes.
Even
No, I mean, I'll use it for arts when I need to.
I'm curious to see what's in that chest myself.
Your paranoia will serve you well. Halt. Does something matter? I think I hear something. Notice goods. Finish. Chance to set out to. Tonight we're them our anger. I'm saying I didn't expect you to strike gold so quickly. You gotta be the guys looking for, right? Without a doubt. How skilled are you two with espionage? Skilled enough. Pretty bad. You just don't want to do any work. Espionage. Alright, with me, Swin. What should I do? You be our babysitter. One babysitter coming up. Babysitter. Are you calling me baby? How dare you? Is that a random unit? You know of them? We've seen cavalry agents who were on our tail using in the past, yeah, but I thought only they had access. How did you get one? No way did Hercules unit hire us, right? We'll split. We'll have to begin our investigation and reconvene at sundown. Begin. Should we get going, Ben? Get going where? How about we just walk around? Oh, I'm a walking expert. I walk and talk like the best of them. You're so adorable. Well, of course I am. Okay, here, put these on. Use hide your joints, you'll be able to tell you apart from human. You don't have to if you don't want to, but mass style might be worth it. I don't know, I think I'm very abusing him, but I'll give some thought. The girl, let's move on. I'm not dying, man. I'm not sure how I did that. I still want the Eastern word though.
Where are we at now, Nadia?
It's where grown-ups go and try to make themselves happy by drinking stuff that makes them stupid.
Surely there are more elegant solutions to finding happiness than that.
Yeah, but yes. Excuse me, you gonna buy something so I can search this, sir? Holy shit. Are you fucking... I'm gonna keep worrying. No, everyone came up to be fancy. It really is. Yeah, but this part's pretty old. It's where all the commerce laborers live. That's strange. Why do humans divide themselves up even though they're all human? Because they're silly. Society wouldn't be able to function if they did it any other way. Are you silly too? I'm an exception, or so I want to believe. I like this place though. It's cool the way it kind of feels thrown together. Well, it's just better when you don't try out too hard. And this area looks like... Simple's good. Simple is the best, bitch. And the streets end up getting a unique feel to them too. There's a lot of different cities and elevations, bunches of alleyways. Can't think of better for real warfare and rush. Into blast thinking of how I use it all. Use it all for what? Like playing tag. Not again. Time to leave, Your Excellency. Thank you. Is everything ready? Of course. Your guest said they'll be arriving soon. They must leave once. Won't be too late. The car is great for you, sir. I won't be able to come home again for quite some time. I'm sure things are quite busy. Shit. It's only known, yeah, he's kind of really famous. His politician became governor of the city That being born comrade. Now he straight represents the entire airborne government. Wow, you know so much. Nah, yeah. He's that important, should we follow after him? If I'm not really going to help what we're doing, but just who's going to meet with? That's really high up on the chain. Don't worry about it. I think I'll see him this officer. Right, Seymour? Where are we going? Those who just follow me.
Hey, aren't they...
So, Thor's Class 7 is here after all.
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing.
Alright, time to have some fun and see the sights. I thought we were supposed to get information. We could do that to the side. This place is more alive compared to the last one we're in. Well, yeah, it's kind of shopping district. You get all sorts of kind of stuff here. What something you need? Nope, not a thing, huh? We're all going shopping anyway, huh? I can't pass on shopping in the capital, just need to make anything. I remember the guy in the city from to front and back to this bookstore, so I know all the top stores to hit up. Let's see some nearer.
As for the hottest thing on Vesta Street, nothing holds a candle to Lafitte. Come on, you'll see what I mean once we poke our heads inside.
I hope so. The name doesn't tell me much, but I give it 83 points.
Oh, she's skinny Margarita. Which is the elder stateswoman can't. I think it's the stroke empire. Nobles champion, the former governor, and general must be at a withstand. My thoughts exactly. You're supposed to serve first. Serve towards the one got caught this. They also started a civil war. I'm thinking it's a rough situation. You know, hold her princess Lisa. First, how you doing? Look, connections. As well. I tried kicking up info as I sent flowers to address the family. A lot of Airbonians are still unhappy with how the war ended. Barge office room is giving me quite the appetite. I should know. You know, bag orders as much as you want. Thank you, my dear Francis. I'll take you up on your offer. Pardon me, 30 more plates of the special tomato curry. Well, I won't have to now come now, Barney, unless or would prefer you feed me instead. That's simply, I couldn't, my sweet. It's still taking time for me to get used to this side of her. But I simply think of her being filled with joy of eating, then even this out of her stomach, perhaps cute. Or how are you two going to be like this? Hey, Dad, did you just see that? Can I take for him if I eat that much? Heck no, that's not any sort of power I'm familiar with. You think you're like a doll. Excuse me, you're like a little doll. I started thinking what she wants. It's funny. I think at least the total must go things. I'll find a way no matter what. Pitch things out. Agree. So what doors I could do. How long are you going to keep being so smiling? You two are engaged. Sorry. I think we've played broke our way. I have no idea calling off the wedding. Go again. Okay. Or are you trying? Stop messing with me. Okay. No trip time to all be completely a bakery. I wrote the guy. He must die if they go too long without food. I'm feeling pretty inconvenient. What do you do? No, you just survive. We do because it's fun. Alright, it's not you're confusing me. Just when all things go over doll's head. Barkeep, 1 bread, Michi, and a drink. Not Barkeep, but you got it. Here, let's go. For here, please. To where else can the weary soul go to find solace from the corrupted city, life in Bulgaria, or whatever the fuck you mean? I'm honoring you like it here. So much here, miss. What did all this stuff mean? Nothing. I just wanted to say something cool like that. You know what's up? Nothing. Want to buy a cutting edge Rosenberg doll? As a cutting edge Rosenberg doll, I can convert septium to energy. I have no need for food. Okay then. Are you sure you don't want to bite? I really want one. What do you think? I'm not familiar with what it tastes or what words go, but this is pretty good. Success. See that taste with? Oh, I do. I didn't realize I had a real talent that can't be beat, and now I know. Yeah, want some more? Let's get some real food then in order to order a variety. You can try your first. Yeah. God damn. Everybody tore through their whole menu. You must have portal for a stomach. I think I understand what you meant before tonight. Eating good food isn't art. You may not understand as well as you think. Let's pay the bill and move on to the next place, okay? God damn. It definitely,
Should probably head to our next stop, the Garnier district.
But I want to eat more bread.
Don't sweat it. There's plenty more treats to be tried for your bottomless stomach.
Mass order. Nope. You're the same soldiers who were after that case. Imperial armies on this. I said we could find them here. We finished transporting all the goods to the destination. The preparation is not complete. What happens now hinges on efforts for Union Commerce tomorrow. You got nothing to worry about here. Our soldiers, these Reagans are going to pay dearly for their cowards. Pretty much looking forward to seeing what you do. We'll restore the Empire to its former glory and crush the Anglo Republic once for all. So we strike now. No, there seems to be a lot of them. We wouldn't want our road talk civil way and suing Bedlam either. I have some more suitable candidates in mind to take care of this. Hey, what's next? What are we going to eat now? Since when did the boss tell us to go on since going across the... You know, I can tell you don't care much about the tellers anyway. Let's have some real work to do so we can have fun. Now you're speaking my language. Well, if you try something at every spot, I'm gonna be broke as a joke. Oh well. I'll just make mass reimbursement and call it business expense. So let's make it happen, LP. We'll hit the town and stuff ourselves with good eats from one corner to the other. I read the guidebook, so I'll lead the way. It's the best spot to hit up. Yay, food time. Yeah. I'll buy some food. and look at your room. Jesus Christ, that horrible pen. Just for comedic purposes, yeah, that was weird. And there's our Tyrannosaurus crossbow. Whatever. Who are you trying to... Moonsborn, Chapter 7, One People, One Purpose. Saya could barely see Chulin's back in front of her. The snow clouds above were thick enough to obscure the moon, and the wind blew hard enough to drive fragments of icy snow into even the tiniest gaps of their clothing. The dress plying on the snow were now up to their knees, sapping their strength with every step. February's on Mount Right Crown, mid the blizzard struck with the ferocity of a temple guard, repealing any who dared trespass on their sanctuary, and the years had only made them more violent. Notaki took this as a sign that Mount Spirits were angry at humanity for desecrating the blessings bestowed upon them by Adios. It would be easy to dismiss this as superstition, but the way in which the mountain swallowed up its prey in snow bordered on unnatural. Even the sound of each blizzard's fury was enough to drown out the most primal of screams for help, making rescue a fool's dream. In Mount Right Crown's most recent display of rage, a single point of light marched through. It consisted of 3 Trevors, speaking volumes at their peak to only just hear one another. Damn, it's cold out here. Sure was any for losing my furs. Achoo! Want to trade Dow? Want to trade Coach Dow? Don't be silly, Sayu. No way I'd let you catch coat. I got cloths to rub me down and warm me up, so I'm fine. Chulin led the way with Sayu and Dow, trusting the light of his lamp to guide their steps. None were dressed appropriately for such an environment. Chulin had given his coat to Sayu, leaving him with a thick, though not quite thick enough sweater to battle the elements. Sayu was still woefully underdressed, even with the coat, but she was still much better off than Dow, who had fashioned a pitiful covering by cutting armholes into a hempen bag. There is a Matagi large just ahead, Chulin urged. Just hang in there. The only thing that inspired them to continue this terrible trek was the route itself was short. Though the foreigners had no defense against the cold, they knew as willing wanderers would how to navigate uneven terrain. Well, it was only this knowledge that helped them conserve the valuable energy they needed to keep up with the natives of the land. They reached the cabin around midnight. I almost don't know how we made it through that. Chulin heaved it with relief as they entered. We've got time to rest if you need it, though it probably won't be too comfortable. The cabin had been constructed as a supply stop for those climbing the mountain, rather than as any formal lodging, consisting of a single room that grown with every pushed her to wait aside. It did so, even as Chulin opened the door. He could feel the vibrations of its planks, even with his gloves. Yet ramshackle it appeared on the surface, it remained firm in its foundation, indicating it was regularly cared for. Chulin's mind wandered to Raiju once they were indoors. He imagined that, based on the direction it had gone when fleeing the Oni, it was likely hiding somewhere near the summit. That lined up with what he already knew of the beast. No one had found its lair in the areas inhabited by other bears, and the area in question showed evidence of lightning damage. Their best course of action, if they were to find it, was to resupply and strike out quickly to reach the summit by dawn. Chulin turned to his companions. There's more stuff left here than I was expecting. Take whatever you can carry. You can shove a short blade into this wooden hollow thing and make it into a spear. I observed of one weapon among the stock. That's called a Fukuro Nagasa. She'll explain it's an offshoot of the knife I have with me. While she was busy gathering anything that was vital to their survival, Sayu took a look at the hunting gear and specialized equipment in the farther corner of the cabin. She was quietly curious about her surroundings, both from a simple, innocent perspective and from a deeply intellectual perspective. Oh yes, Fur, where have you been all my life, you beautiful bastard? Down her hand dived into the supplies with abandon, eventually caressing and curling up among a pile of warm furs. There was a fire pit in the center of the room. Sayu approached. Looks like we've got an Iori too. I'll go ahead, Iori maybe, and get a fire going. Thanks. Wait, where did you learn that word? Chulin was puzzled as he continued soaring through the supplies. It was already strange enough that you pegged me to Tage at all. I learned Iori from this book. She explained, removing her book from the pouch at her waist. The driver who gave it to me was Montage, the same person I told you about before. It was a book she had been so peculiar about when they first met, entitled Fundamentals of Indigenous Cultures. Chulin found that the binding was quite aged when he took it into his hands and flipped through it, but it still held up very well over years. Oh, this book is over 25 years old. The information would have been out of date to more modernized cultures, but all that was written on Amataki was still very relevant, making it all the more apparent to him that their lives had not changed with the passing of time. The book contained the names, lifestyles, and beliefs of various cultures and ethnicities Chulin had never heard of before, as well as objective insights from the author, adding a being heart behind its logical prose. Sayun Dao's people, the Willing Loners, were also mentioned. I found your people, Chulin said, reading on with interest. You sound like a pretty peaceful group the way you're written here. He wondered again how the Willing Loners had such a rare artifact in position and why they were guarding it, though most of that had been answered at full volume during the Windy Trek. The Willing Wanderers had an agreement with the Septian Church that they would collect any artifact the Church's people could not reach. In exchange, they were given the freedom to use them at discretion, indulging in their many benefits, before handing them over to the Church at designated shrines. The book itself only gave vague hints as to what part of their background, as to this part of their background. Instead, it was full of excerpts on how they supported themselves with wood crafts and assisted merchants during peaceful times, as well as brimming with notes detailing their relationships with other cultures and their day-to-day aesthetics. I doubt anything written here is new to you, but the book itself is special. Chulin guessed, that's right. I'm only here today because of it, and the person who gave it to me, tell you answers, you might say he and I and it are motivation. Must be nice to be that motivated by something. For me, it's more. Both she and Dao had found their own purposes in the ways of their people. Sai in particular held a deep faith in her heritage, and that was key in her reasoning for being on this mountain. Chulin failed to resonate with that even now. What was he on this mountain for? What inspired him to be here in this moment? No matter how far he looked within, all he could see was a deep, unending emptiness. It's fine if you can't relate. Dao's voice snapped him out of a meditation that was longer than he did it. Now back to his senses. Chulin looked to see the young man now. Stretch out over straw, and Sayu crouched in front of the Iori. Sayu's the only bookworm we've got, so even to us, she just sees the whole world differently. Sayu's very receptive, has helped me find my way more than a few times, Dao continued, staying to give Chulin a charitable pat on the shoulder. So I get what you're going through, but you don't have to be set on something like her or have any deep meaning in what you're doing right now if it's just not there. If you can't think of anything that motivates you, just do whatever you're doing now, and maybe in time that motivation will find you. Yeah, you're right. Chulin was moved by the words that were precisely what he needed in the moment to ground him. For now, all we can do is what we were planning to do. Anyway, keep moving. He did not know when he would be free of a change of uncertainty. He found himself wrestling with what he did know was that something had changed about the uncertainty itself, and his new companions were the catalyst to that change. Perhaps this would further lead to something, perhaps even lead to the same exact thing that birthed motivation in them. Their silence between conversations as they watched the quietly flickering fire had been deafened by the wailing winds outside, but as the fire had... Let's go ahead and read that way. Their silence between conversations as they watched the quietly flickering fire had been deafened by the wailing winds outside. But as the fire grew, so did its voice, and Chulin began to think that even through a blizzard too great for words was still a straight, clear path. Be continued. Depths of his memories. Listen, Chulin, before we go out to Raiju, there's something I want to say, began a young boy's father. We Matagi follow the ways of our people. In doing that, we respect this mountain and stand watch over it for its beasts. Do you know why we do that? It was not the first time he asked that. In fact, he had asked this countless times, but never had he asked it while they were on the way to slay a beast, even when Kyo and Ulcus had failed. Rather than ask why his father, the current chief in the legendary hunter's absence, would bring it up now, Chulin repeated his usual answer. His father never asked anything. Oh shit, come on. Without a reason, so the answer would come with time. The blessings of the mountain are the blessings of Adios. We protect them so as to show our thanks to her. That's right, we believe this and we aren't wrong for it. But I think we have a greater purpose than even that answer. I want you to ponder what that is as we hunt Raiju. So what? Does the old answer mean you've been full of it all this time? His father laughed. Sorry, Chulin. I meant to save this conversation for after you become a man, but here you are hunting Raiju with me. It makes for a fine opportunity and lesson. Let's continue as they ascended the mountain and were soon near the midpoint of Mount Whitecrown, an area where bears were known to live. No one knew where Raiju made its nest, so their only option in tracking it was to go where it was last seen and hope that there were tracks to follow. We are able to see tomorrow because we take the lives of other creatures. These creatures are no different. They fight to survive, and sometimes that means hunting us as we hunt them. Even Raiju, as it casts its monstrous shadow over the whole of this mountain, is no exception. Right, Chulin responded pensively. After 20 years of hunting with Kyo and Ulcus, I came to a realization that we are on equal footing with the beasts. We may not be able to see eye to eye with them, but we understand that we face life as they do. We face life. Okay, what does that mean? Chulin was familiar with the concept of giving thanks to life and taking it, but there was something abstract about the concept of facing it. He was also not the best at wrapping his mind around the philosophical, preferring straightforward paths with simple, direct answers. Anything that strayed beyond that risked him getting lost in his own thoughts. I don't think there's a singular answer to that question. The journey to try and find your own answer is as important as the answer itself. Without the journey, life cannot be faced. It would be meaningless. Meaningless? That's right. Face life. Accept it. Your struggles will reveal guideposts on your journey that only you can see. Young Chulin thought about the obstacles on the path that made his life. At the same time, he considered the lives of others who had chosen different paths. Wondering what their answers came to be through it all. Had those who left the village run away from the ways of their people, or had they chosen to leave after finding something that gave their lives meaning? But was there a meaning in becoming poachers or trophy hunters for the nobility? He doubted it. This is going over my head, he finally admitted, knowing that is a victory in itself. Pride blinds us from our correct path. A general expression sat on his father's face. There are moments when he was deeply stern, but for now, as he presented his son a question even those twice and thrice his age would wrestle with, he presented his softest side. What does this have to do with Raiju? Chulin asked. I'm sure you already know this, but the hunt for Raiju is a dangerous one. The sound of their footfalls on the snow halted. Chulin's father used a pause to give his son time to consider the reason behind their talk. What I'm saying is that we might end up as the ones being hunted this time, he continued. The risk of losing our lives is higher than any normal hunt. Perhaps the odds are even against us. Do you understand what could happen, Chulin? He nodded in response. He understood well, but he didn't want to put it into words. Except for reality, even if this hunt doesn't end the way we want it to. I thought this might be my last chance to tell you that. In his short life, he had come to have I'm so sorry. In his short life, he had come to have a very simple dream: hunt Raiju, his father, protect the mountain, and surpass Keon. It was a way he could show the other vagabond, use his age, that there was meaning in the path they had not chosen. So how did this new course of thought his father posed fit into this dream? Was it a new one that deviated entirely, failing to fit the curated mold of the path he chose to walk? The answer did not matter. It was not until Chunlin lost it all, his dream and his father, what he found among the broken pieces of his life that came afterward was not any true answer to his father's question, but rather a realization that he indeed could not accept reality, leaving only a festering hatred in his heart. The rising sun stained the snow atop Mount White Crown with subtle gold, and the lone Matagi and two woodland wanderers carried more than their weight in supplies as they continued to heave the climb. The blizzard itself was blown over, but strong gusts continued to persist, bringing with it sheets of snow and what may as well have been the same thing. Each sheet reflected the morning glow, making them feel as though they were being assailed by brilliant motes of pure light. As planned, they arrived at the summit just as dawn was breaking. Their speed was aided by the fact that woodland wanderers were light on their feet, even weighed down by seemingly endless amounts of gear. Now that they were dressed properly for the weather, they could tackle the cold with a speed that put even a local to shame. They still knew nothing about Raiju's location beyond it being somewhere within the vicinity. It was unclear whether they should first scout the place out, playing their next move carefully, or if they should strike as soon as they caught sight of the beast. Chulin and Sayu continued to discuss options as they moved. No matter how he tried, Chulin could not calm himself down. It had nothing to do with doubt in his or his companion's ability. It was that the yet to be seen foe they were hunting had the kind of strength that made even the most thorough plan seem insufficient. We're finally going to have the last part. It's been divided for so long. Right. Right. Dao chimed in agreement with Sayu's musing, and if things go smooth enough, we might even finish up that bastard who keeps tailing us. We'll finally be able to face all the people he killed. I'm kind of excited to see what it does when it's complete. The Blade of Thunder Heaven sure makes it sound like it will be impressive to me. Well, began Chulin wirily, the Oni will be the perfect test subject once you find out, won't he? Neither Sayu nor Dao were particularly distracted by the sedition. They remained focused, their eyes looking straight ahead with no immediate dangers on their mind to stand in the way of their goal. In Sayu's case, retrieving the last part of the cylindrical artifact was not optimism, but the next step that was simply going to be. The willing wanderers and the values they acquired from their tight-knit environment fascinated him. On the surface, their dishes were simple. They were told the eastern side of the continent, retrieve artifacts and pass them along to separate churches, and yet each cycle of its journey was riddled with value and supplemented by countless customs that had long been passed down from generation to generation. Even as Sayu and Dao made slight deviations from their people's paths, they balanced it by continuing to respect and adhere to their many traditions and values they had long loved and accepted. Well, what did he value, you damn bitches? As he observed them, Chulin thought back to the days when his father was still alive, when he had a simple, pure goal. When he had that goal, he never felt a moment's resistance against the ways of Matagi. What do I have now? He wondered out loud. His purpose was shattered, leaving behind a constant feeling of questioning the nature of life itself and a puzzle. He was no longer, his purpose was shattered, leaving behind a constant feeling of questioning the nature of life itself and a puzzle he was no closer to solving now as he was then. The only thing sustaining Chulin through his days was that it was natural for the body to breathe, eat, and sleep. Being these two was an outlier to his daily routine and fuck. Meaning these two was an outlier to his daily routine and one that sparked something in him he had not felt in a long time. Could these strangers who possessed what he lacked lead him to reunite with that feeling of having a purpose in life? Look out, Dao Shao snapped Chulin back to his senses, and that same instant he felt a light jolt and something impacting his body. Dao! Cried Sayu. Dao had shut both Chulin and Sayu's side, and a heartbeat later, lightning flash and an explosion near him. Something struck the youth like an invisible wall, throwing him to the ground, and smoke rose from his skin as convulsions coursed through his body. It was the worst possible outcome among their discussed options. Raiju had attacked first. Dao, are you alright? Yeah, I'm just glad you're okay, Sayu. Dao croaked. My body's numb, but Granny Haku's charm is nothing to sniff at. I think I can even stand. Sayu realized and vocalized that the paint he had covering his body was a ward that must have been an insulating resin. After confirming that Dao was well and calm, Chulin retrieved his binoculars. I'm sorry, Dao, I let my guard down, he said. Don't worry about it. Even if you notice you might not have been able to dodge it, just focus on finding it. He wasn't about to make the same mistake twice. He knew if the King of Thunder could see them, then they could see it as well. There! He found his longtime nemesis. It was a fitting throne for the conqueror of the land, and the wielder lying through its very claws. The highest peak of Mount Wycombe looking down at them was Raiju. To be continued. Okay. You promise. Wait, I could sell this? Hey, please follow whoever's who's watching. Please follow. Okay. About to blank off now. The guy saw it for this one here. It's an interesting story. But yeah, I saw it for this one here. Brought 3 out, guys. Peace with you. Have a damn good one. Bye bye.